This is the highly anticipated, and I've been waiting for it for a few months since I heard about its release, Optoma UHZ 65 UST. Now, that's a bit of a mouthful, but in America they've given it a different name. It's called the P1, and that is definitely a better name. But it is a laser 4K projector, and it produces the most incredible images. This is just half of it. I've got lots more details to show you, so let's check this thing out and have a closer look. The first thing that you're going to notice when you look at this projector is the incredible build quality. The design is just stunning. It is really, really sexy to look at. Every detail, even the feet, have just been finished to an absurdly high standard and completely unnecessary, but I absolutely love it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Even the on-off power button looks incredibly good. Now, where this machine is a step up from some that you may have seen before is that this has got a operating system built into it, which I'll show you in just a second. But if you're connecting another device, well, it's got everything that you would expect. It's got a couple of HDMI, USB, and also an Ethernet port, and there's an optical out. There's also an audio out as well, and on the side you've even got another USB and another HDMI, which I quite like because it means that you can just plug something in. So for this review, I'm using this alr screen, which is an ambient light rejecting screen. It just gives the best picture for laser 4K ultra short throw projectors. It does a brilliant job during the day, and this is the type of image that you can expect from the side. The viewing angles are brilliant, I have to say, with this screen and also the projector. I'll leave a link to the review I did on the screen up above. But as you can see, this is bright during the day and it looks great. Slightly darker now, and the image is really coming into its own, as they tend to do, but we're still looking at a very bright room. We're only around 8 to 10 inches away from the screen, and it does a 110-inch image from that distance. This is now at night, and as you can see, it really does ping those colors. It's absolutely stunning. I'll show you some more footage a little bit later, and I'll show you standard definition as well as more 4K footage, but I want to now show you the operating system when you turn this thing on, and there's some really good features when you're setting this thing up. Okay, so this is the screen that you'll be greeted with when you turn your machine on. As you can see, it's bright and crisp. You've got options to change the background. The first thing that I wanted to show you is this really good feature called geometric correction. So if you go into there, you've got warp control and warp calibration, which puts this green dotted screen above, and there you can go and tweak and change all of the different settings. What I mean by that is that you can actually pull the screen in and out and up and down, and you can do that on any one of these dots. You literally just select one and then move the remote control to the left, to the right, and as you can see, the screen changes likewise. Now, I've got this set up as a 9x9 grid, but you don't have to have it as 9x9. You can have it as 5x5, 3x3, or even 2x2. And then you can just obviously change the screen in exactly the same way. What this really means is that if there's any little just differences or any little nuances that you want to just eke out and straighten up, then you should be able to get the perfect straight screen with this little calibration tool. So I think that's really good. Now, the speaker is another thing which I think that just blows me away. This is without doubt the best speaker I have heard on any projector, and it's even got different sound settings like movie, music, sport, etc. And you can even use the projector as a standalone Bluetooth speaker. So when you turn the projector off, you get greeted with this screen which says shut down or turn to audio mode. If you turn it to audio mode, the screen will go off, but you can listen to audio.
Here's what I like. Laying on the beach with sunlight in my eyes, laughing with my friends under the sky, following our hearts so then we take a ride. Wherever, I always try to let my spirit fly away. That's the only way to get that high.
So all of that audio was recorded directly from the projector. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I still would say I recommend a separate sound system, because why have all this big screen and not have a 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound? The rest of the settings are pretty standard in exactly what you'd expect. You do only get two projection modes though, front projection or rear projection. This is not designed to be ceiling mounted. You can easily adjust the focus by the manual focus control. Now, it says manual focus, but really this is electronic focus. There are no manual controls on the projector to alter the focus. So the only way of doing it is using the remote control and basically just hitting left and right. The second circle along on the bottom left is the settings section, and here you can go in and connect to the internet via Ethernet or via Wi-Fi. You can also go in and alter the power settings and sleep modes, and again it's very straightforward and very self-explanatory. Okay, let's now have a look at Optoma Info Wall. Now this is where you can set the projector up to give you different bits of information, and you do this via the Optoma Connect app. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. I'll let this video explain and you can see from the demonstration what you can do. However, what I would say is when I tried to set this up and tried to do it myself, I really did struggle to get it connected and get it working. So I'm hoping that was just a glitch on my side and nothing to do with the actual projector. Again, another feature which I just never use on a projector is the ability to connect to your assistant, whether that be Google or Alexa. And again, there's something else which is available on this one is a browser, which again I wouldn't use, but it is there if you want to. Now there is what's called a marketplace there where you can go in and install apps, but again, it's not very good, it's a bit glitchy, and so I definitely recommend just putting your own device, attaching it to it. Now this is standard definition TV, and I was really impressed with how well this handled standard definition, and I'll switch between this and the HD channel in a second, but this is standard definition. It's 110 inches. This is via my Sky Q mini box, and again this is channel 4. This is the standard definition version, and again in just a second I will switch over and see the HD channel, and I think that you'd be surprised at how well that did with the standard definition. So it's definitely better obviously in HD, but it's almost still watchable, which I find on some TVs I can't watch standard definition at all, whereas in this I could. Now another important factor is fan noise, because there's nothing more frustrating. I did a video recently on a very cheap projector and the fan noise was just incredibly, insanely loud. The fan noise on this is pretty much silent. Now with my decibel meter I'm getting a reading of around about 40, 38 to 42 is the range, and I even get 35 when the thing is off. So it's absolutely whisper quiet. So let me now give you some other tech specs and then we'll come on to the price. So this is a DLP laser projector. It uses the Ultra HD 4K pixel shifting technology, which I know some people don't like, but it does a good job with it. It has 4K precision optics and they are in perfect alignment. This also supports both HDR and HLG to give you the best possible picture. You're also getting completely accurate colors. Now this has color accuracy to the Rec 709 color gamut of 100% and to the DCI-P3 of 87% and even 63% at the BT 2020. The dynamic blacks with the contrast ratio of 1.5 million to 1, and that's something which was very noticeable. Obviously when you get the lights down it's not as black when you got the lights up, but you do have lights on viewing capability, as hopefully this video has shown you, and it's 3,500 lumens for those that are interested in the numbers. Now the other thing which is pretty good about this is that obviously it's maintenance free. So with a standard bulb projector you will have to change that bulb at some point, whereas this gives you 20,000 hours of usage, and you've actually got a 5-year 12,000 warranty that comes with the UK version certainly. This has the Pure Motion Optoma's Pure Motion technology built into it, and again that is something that people like. It is also adaptable, so you can turn it on, turn it off, or just have it to a certain degree, and it also supports 3D. Whereas some manufacturers will claim a screen size up to 300 inches, Optoma I think have been quite sensible and they recommend between 65 and 120 inches. To get the best image I found around 100 to 110 was the absolute sweet spot. Now this also comes with a very simple but very effective remote control. It's got a charging point on it as well, so no more batteries, and you can use this as an air mouse. It's got that air mouse capability enabled as well. Okay, so now on to the all-important price. Now this retails for $3,299 in both the UK and the US, which I don't think is bad because this, for the first time, is a projector that can replace your TV. I'd be very happy to live with this coupled with an alr screen as my main go-to 24/7 TV. So that, retailing at around about £4,000 or £4,500 is actually not too bad at all when you think that you're getting a 100 or 110, 120 inch screen. There are some subtle differences between the UK model and the US model. For instance, the UK is 3,500 lumens compared to 3,000 lumens in the US. But guys, let me know what you think about this amazing machine. It's definitely one that I would be very happy to live with 24/7, and I'm really sad I've got to send it back tomorrow. Guys, thanks as always for watching this video. Let me know what your thoughts are, leave a comment, and make sure you hit the red button to subscribe.